Getting a professional certification, it can totally change the game for your career. But actually passing the exams, that's a whole different beast. So today, we're going to crack the code on how to prepare smarter, not just harder for these massive tests.
I mean, who isn't, right? A professional certification is like a golden ticket. It's often the most direct path to a bigger role, a better salary, and, getting the recognition you really deserve.
But hey, let's be totally honest for a second. These exams are no joke. They're high stakes, they're super intense, and the pressure is real. They are designed to be a serious challenge. So to really show you what I'm talking about, let's pull back the curtain and peek inside a real-world example, the Salesforce CRM Analytics Consultant Certification. Now, even if you're in a totally different field, trust me, the structure and the difficulty here are going to look pretty familiar.
First off, just look at the sheer number of questions. You're up against 60 of them. And these aren't simple true or false questions. They're designed to poke and prod at your knowledge from every single angle. There's really nowhere to hide.
And get this, you only have 105 minutes to get through all of it. That's less than 2 minutes a question? You have to read it, understand it, and answer with confidence before that clock just pushes you right along.
But here's what's really intimidating: the sheer breadth of what you need to know. Just look at this breakdown. You can't just be good at one thing. Data transformation and dashboard design, that's half the exam right there. You basically have to be an expert across 5 different heavy-duty topics.
Yeah, when you see it all laid out like that, it's a lot. And you're probably thinking, okay, so where on earth do I even start?
Well, this is the part where we stop feeling overwhelmed and start getting strategic. To tackle a challenge this big, you need a tool that's been built specifically for it.
And that's the key, really. This is about more than just cramming information into your brain. It's about building that real, solid confidence so you can walk into that exam room knowing you've got this.
All right, enough talk. Let's actually see it in action. I want to walk you through a quick demo of the simulator so you can see for yourself how it gets you ready by mimicking the real thing.
So, we're going to look at 3 different questions that show you the kinds of challenges you'll be up against. As we go, pay attention to the type of thinking each one requires.
Okay, first up, you're asked to visualize sales versus targets. This is a classic scenario-based question. It's not asking you to just spit back a definition, it's testing your actual judgment. A gauge chart might seem right for targets, but is it really the most effective choice here? This is the kind of practical decision-making they want to see.
All right, next one. This gets a bit more technical, digging into data transformation. Remember that was a huge chunk of the exam? You need to combine data sets and get rid of duplicates. Now, all of these are real transformations, but only one is the most efficient for this specific job. The exam isn't just testing if you can do something, but how well you can do it.
And for our last example, let's talk security. This is a huge deal in the real world, right? You need to make sure a user only sees what they're supposed to see. Do you use a broad permission set or something much more specific, like a security predicate? Getting this wrong in a real job has big consequences, and that's exactly why they test you on it.
So the platform lays out a really clear path for you. You start by just practicing in the simulator. Then you can switch to learning mode to get deep dive explanations for every answer. And when you feel ready, you test yourself in a timed exam mode that feels exactly like the real thing. And you can do it all on the web or right from your phone.
And the whole thing is just packed with features designed to help you, You get those super detailed explanations. You can use it online or offline. You can even customize your own practice tests. It's all there.
Okay, so imagine this. You put in the work, use the tools, and you pass that exam. Awesome. But what happens then? Let's talk about the payoff.
First, let's talk money. We are not talking about a tiny little raise here. Certified professionals in this field can pull in salaries up to $150,000 a year, sometimes even more in big tech cities. That is a serious return on your effort.
And it's not just about the salary, right? This kind of certification opens doors to a whole new level of job titles. You go from being the person doing the tasks to being a lead, a consultant, an architect, the person who's actually driving the strategy.
Look, passing these exams, it isn't about luck. It is 100% about preparation, and the tools to do it right are out there, waiting for you.
You know that great quote, "The best way to predict the future is to create it"? Well, this is it. This is your chance to go out and create the career future that you want.
So, what are you waiting for?
Your next career move is right there. Go ahead and take that first step. Visit certificationexam.com and start practicing with the online web simulator and the mobile app.
So I'll just leave you with this one thought. Now that you know how to prepare, now that you've seen the path forward, what's your next career move going to be?